think that's really undervalued, especially nowadays. Like there is so much pressure onto us PhD students and into tenure, like professors applying for tenure to just put out as many papers as possible, as fast as possible, and really starts lacking on depth and quality somehow, right?
Used to be that a university was a place for the tiny fraction of the population that want to study and to push knowledge forward. But what we found over the lifetime that I've been in university is that you have more and more managers coming in saying, oh, we can't just leave you to do your job.
Right.
We have to be continually evaluating you. And so time goes into that. And, on the one hand, saying everybody should have these opportunities is great. But I think having a place that's not necessarily for everybody, but that's just for people that want to go into things in depth is important. And we've lost that. But it's a very unfortunate consequence of this that the whole nature has changed and the space for people to go into things deeply is reduced. So we've seen over the course of years, I've seen it over the course of my life, these systems become less effective at being a space for doing this sort of thing because of you began by mentioning the pressure on people to do these things you need to do to get tenure. If Russell and Whitehead had to make an argument for what they were doing to the funding bodies today, they were just doing stuff that was philosophy. How could you justify that as having any practical value? It turned out to have huge practical value, but the ways in which you would have to justify that in advance now, it would be very difficult.